Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. It is Tuesday night, January 10th. These are the charts of the day. Well, the market was kind of mixed today with the blue chips coming down and the NASDAQ 100 holding up a little bit, but at the end of the day, they did sell off. Folks, I'm just extremely concerned about all the rank speculation I'm seeing in low-price stocks, so tonight I'm paying no attention to them whatsoever. We can talk about them in the room tomorrow, but for the most part, I do not want to see any posts on stocks in the $2-3 range that are biotech, that are flying, that are doing it with no news, that type of thing. Okay. Starting off, however, with AKAO, which exploded on big phase 3 positive news in December. And as you know, we put a buy on it. I believe it was in that range on a swing trade. And that came out, that was about, when was that exactly? The date was December the 12th at 1160. With targets of 16 to 19. It quickly, in a day or two, got up to 16. And then it pulled back. And you can see that the coil broke, popped a couple days, a week ago, but the volume wasn't quite there, and neither was it today, despite the fact that it went up in a million shares. Now, it looks like it's about to go. Keep your eye on 1620 tomorrow, because right now, in the after hours, it's actually traded up to 17. Pulled back, and it's consolidating around 1665, so it's up another $1.20. And news at Baker Brothers is taking a position. So now between two funds, Foresight Capital and Baker Brothers, they own 20% of the stock, just those two funds. It should be interesting tomorrow to see whether it runs or not. Looking at the daily chart, of course, you'll see once again that it's kind of come out of this entire range, and it could very well see a run up near 19 and a half tomorrow. That's my target, and I'm sticking to it. ARRY swing trade is working. As you know, yesterday we noted it broke out. Today it followed through with another 35 cents or just under 4%, 5.25 million traded. Good volume, not great, not huge, but pretty good. And it looks to me like it's going to extend at least to test the top of the channel around 1040. But we may very well get up near 11 on a near-term basis. Eventually, I'm still looking for 14 and a half. B's Biozone. This is a Chinese online retailer. The falling wedge broke today with a pop, 1.2 million shares. It jumped 12.4%. Looks like a breakout. Could take this one to retest the 17-18 zone. That's what I'll be looking for near term, up in that area. And we'll see what happens beyond that. Uranium stocks are running, but one of the larger players in that group is Cameco, which has been in a very steady rising channel. And you can see it broke out clearly today on 7.3 million shares, jumping 10%. That's $1.10. It looks to me like the double top from the May-June period could be some resistance around 1243. We may reach that early tomorrow morning. But my target on a short-term basis is to test the double top at around 13 and a half. There's nearly 6 days to cover on this one. Metal stocks are doing great. An example is CLF. After multiple waves up, it broke out of a falling wedge today, popping 96 cents for 11.4% on 17.4 million. Good day for that one. I suspect we test 11. Looking for 14 and a half. Ultimately, top of the channel long term may reach 19. We have a ways to go on that one. Swing trade MCOR, after the falling wedge for a couple weeks, popped right out today, jumping 75 cents or 8.7% on 1,000,002. Looks to me like this one's on its way. If it gets through let's call it recent high that was reached at 9.5, and we could do that tomorrow morning right off the bat. This may very well be a $12 stock short term. That's my target. Well, the one stock I will show you is ETRM, just to show you the folly of some people. Here's a stock that reversed it 1 for 70, you heard me. And it's gone from 70 million to about 1 million outstanding, and that's why the stock is doing what it's doing. Talk about a short squeeze, or whatever squeeze you got, for $1.75 to 30. Well, I don't know where this stops, but I would say somewhere in this zone. This morning I'm indicated based on these lines alone that this could be a $27 to $30 stock. We've reached it. I wouldn't be so bold as to continue to trade this stock unless you have stops in place, folks. That's all I want to say on this one. This won't end pretty. EXEL, on the other hand, is pretty, and it's been one of our best stocks of the year. Thanks to Sonny's heads up when it was in 3-4 range, and I told him I'm not touching it until it breaks out. Well, we did that in May there. There's your breakout. And that's when you want to buy a stock, when momentum is in play. So what? You didn't buy it down here and waited 3 months in the 3-4 range. Instead, we paid 5.5 and watched you go to 18, 19. Not bad. You can see the big run up here. This is the breakdown day, falling wedge, the pop breakaway day, and then another falling wedge. For me, it's wave 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth wave, I kid you not, could take you all the way up to 29.30 up in that zone there. But for now, it's broken out. I'm looking for at least 20 as early as tomorrow. And let's see if we can get that to mid-channel around 22. Swing trade Geo acting well. There's your breakaway gap. There's your pullback. We gave it to you in that 29 and change zone in November at some point. Let's see. Right about election time, wasn't it? Yeah, Geo, November the 11th at 30.15. Targets were 35 and 38. We reached both targets, including 38.29 today. Not that it can't go higher. 40 is my next target. There's 4 days to cover on that one. Genmark, stock I don't talk about too much, but boy, when you see a 1, 2, 3, 4 and the fifth wave begins, you want to take notice, especially when it goes 133 or 11.4% on over a million shares with 14 days to cover. It looks to me like the challenge is going to be to get through multiple tops from 2013 and 14, even 2015. And if we get through that, which would be somewhere up here shortly, we could see a stock run into the high teens. 14 days to cover. How about that HIIQ? What a fantastic breakaway today. This is a 2-day chart. Hang on. There you go. So the coil was, or the wedge was broken. As volume picked up, you can see you pick up 700,000 shares. The stock closed near the upper end of the range, up 215 or 12.5%. To me, looking for a move to 24. Should be a swing. I'm just a little bit more hesitant up at these levels with the market conditions to be putting on a bunch of new swings. But that's pretty compelling. HYQ, excuse me. That's Health Equity is flying after popping out. Yesterday we noted the breakout. Today a beautiful extension up 408 or 9.5% on 1.8 million. One of the bigger bonds of the year. I suspect we test the top of this channel and maybe very quickly as early as tomorrow morning near 49. The LABU is continuing its move. After the move down this morning, notice how it held support and snapped right back. I like the look of that. I think we're on our way. It's now 5 days in a row up. And we very well may reach the 46.78 zone up here before it pulls back any further. But there is some resistance here, so we'll just have to see how it goes tomorrow morning. Swing trade LMAT and top 20 pick, looking awesome. I think the stock is headed for low 30s. Today was a key breakout day for it, up $1.32 or 5%. Volume wasn't big. It's a thin stock, but it did trade 216,000, which is the biggest volume in about 3 weeks. Again, targeting 32, something of that nature. MindBody, reaching the top of my channel. Now, I like the look of this one. I gave it to you originally November 15th at 2080. That was about here when it broke out. It then pulled back, consolidated, broke out, flagged, and now it's running. Now, at that point, MindBody's targets were 24 and 27. We basically reached 2660 today, near my secondary target, and the top of the channel. So I'd be a little bit more careful on this one right now, despite the fact there's 10.3 days to cover. Now, if it blows through the top of the channel, we may very well see 30.31. MIME, very similar, after breaking out of the falling wedge and then resting for 2 days, popped again. Watch this one tomorrow because any follow through here, we can get a runner to the 23-24 zone. MTL, another metal stock with a significant breakout day today. As you can see, this tight wedge near the apex exploded today with a pop of 85 cents at 14.4%, and it may have very well have been a key breakout session, which leads to an $8 run very quickly. Watch this one tomorrow. Another stock that's acting great, Shopify. We put a swing on it. It popped, pulled back for a couple of days, got very quiet. Yesterday, nice quiet inside day, and today it started to move again. Although it didn't close well, it got up to 49.13, closed 47.87. It was still up 69 cents. And let's see if we can get an extension. I'm looking for 55 and 63. Big day for Sarepta. On positive news, the stock popped from 27.84 to 39.36. 11 points or 10.5 points, and closing out the upper end of the range up 663 or 21%. It was a big day on volume too, nearly 15 million. I'm looking for a follow-through session to get this up near 47. 45, 47 zone short term. Up there. Tower Semi's moving. Popped out of the wedge today. Picked up volume, 1.3 million. Looking for 21 and 3/4, 22, and 24 in this one. And UGAS, I want to point this out. Note the island reversal here, which led to that big move. Well, we got another one yesterday and a gap up, breakaway gap, which when you gap down and gap up and leave an island, that's called an island reversal. Could be significant. The near-term targets are 33, 35 zone up here. Lastly tonight is Zine. which tagged 2036. Now ZYNE was a swing trade of mine back, I believe in September. And let me see if I can find that for you. There it is. September 20th at 11:42, my targets were 18 and 20 and a half, 21. We reached both targets basically. So at this point, not sure how much more it has, but if it explodes, we could see something in the mid-20s pretty quickly. There's 6.6 days to cover. It's acting great. And there's a smattering of very aggressive-looking, bullish-looking charts with good technicals. For tonight, this is HB signing off. Have a good evening. Let's make some